Henry, the pills that I gave, Penta has stopped the bleeding successfully, although only just.
Just about. They sliver through cash there, and I think it was more down to the fact that CG seemed to lost their flair a little bit towards the latter half there. Disappointing finish for them. They were, what, 15-12 up at one stage, and a lot of 2-on-1, a lot of questionable situations happening, and a game they should have been closing out, and it should have been a quick 2-0 there. And we'll be going to the third map, and suddenly Penta do have a...
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Do we feel like CG can rebound from this?
In terms of how that affects your mental game, it's difficult. Obviously, these guys never been to a LAN before, haven't felt that kind of pressure. But you can see now on your screens, Penta looking a lot more jovial and having fun with it. That's finally a sign of their bigger players turning up. Crystal's there, Mike S is playing well, and I'm not really feeling too confident for CG now. After what they showed towards the end there, that's so detrimental to your mental attitude going forward. It's very difficult to recover from those situations, especially when you had so many times to close it out. We will be having...
when you're the underdog, you feel like you need to
Oh yeah, when it was a 2-0 as well, it looked like it was just everything was ready for them, and it's kind of the communication just went out the window, and I'm going to say that's a choke from them. They really should have closed that one out. It's going to be a knife now. This is the final map of this evening.
Thank you. To go nuts?
Yeah, you want to go for it?
Might as well go nuts.
Okay, well let's pick up the hype. You go for the speedcast.
Alright, it is the last map of the night, regardless of what happens. But CG, Cringe Gods, could finally take away the German team Penta, but they managed to fight back in map 2. It was a convincing fashion, but not quite so. As it went into overtime, 10-round overtime at that. But Mike S going to go ahead and take the swing, go for the thing, and now it's CG coming back into this. Drake coming down to it. It is Dust 2, so it's not too much a side choice dependent map, excuse me. But Penta still wants to try and win this round, and thankfully they're going to run away and drag this out so that I have to continue talking fast. But David P. show up, and movement mechanics goes back in. He's going to be surrounded on either side, and they're getting a little bit impatient. Go for the knife, and Rezek's going to get the knife indeed, as CG now get the map choice side. On Dust 2, the Pug team, the Cringe Gods, on a Puggy Cringe Goddy map, and that was
God, after a 12-hour day, Matt, that's a pretty impressive speedcast from you, so well played.
Thanks, man. I feel like I didn't really keep a good flow, but
it's been a long day.
We can't all be winners.
It looks like CG will be opting to stay on the CT side as normally. 9 times out of 10 this play people will make, but it just depends what side you favour. Let's have a look at the buy coming in for Penta. 2 sets of utility, 3 sets of armor. It's been pretty standard throughout their T-pistols here. And we'll have a look at CG as well. They've actually got 3 sets of armor, 5-7 on Rezex and HE, 1 kit on Zen, and he's got a smoke as well. So I don't think they're not going to be boosting up towards short, but a lot of teams will do that. 3 players to A, to B, sorry, in fact. Looking like Penta are going to be favouring towards long.
Works out, Drake, an early pick. He opens things up on map 3, first blood again. How many times is he going to get the first pick? We won't read too much into it on the pistol, but still an interesting statistic. As Rezix waits on the CT side of mid. Then, meanwhile, getting close to that doorway at long, taking over from that which his teammate has already done the damage, but they jump through. David P gets the kill, and Drake, and remember, he's got the first kill at that position, is all the way back on the A side, so they're going to be a passive hold. And the bomb still favors off to that A side, but it's not committed at this point. They can still open this map up from within.
4-on-4. Penta haven't really committed to anything just yet. David P getting that kill back onto Zen. They're going to be making their way to the catwalk now. They've got a smoke and a flashbang remaining, so he'd assume smoke off CT spawn perhaps. And split the side there. It's going to be Moken though, and gets a double as well. Nice play from him. One of the players was very low HP. And there it is. He gets a triple. And Draken as well after getting the opening frag. Comes in to get his second. So I feel like Penta were almost forced to go up short. They didn't really execute at all. Like I said, they had to smoke. Could have smoked a spawn, flashed over, and tried to jump down and isolate the players towards the spawn area there. But let's have a look at the replay right now. Moken, the second player, very low HP, but nice work. All the same. Third frag there. Good
start off for CG. Again, they're going to need to get back into this quickly. It's them that I feel like needs the mental boost after losing in such a fashion. Penta's going to feel like they just escaped and got into this, but it's a chance for them to wake up as well.
Absolutely. Well, they are going to be force buying into this one without getting the bomb down there is the go-to scenario. Crystal, as usual, not getting the armor. He's just going to have the PG-50. I mean, he can have the AWP on the first gun round. MP9 is rolling off some shots from Rezex, trying to land some damage there. Does take Crystal down to 68 HP. Bomb is in lower B right now. No one really committing right to anything. We can see Crystal has got control of short. At least he's... I tell no one's going to be there. Smoke goes down towards short. Flashes up. Could drop down here. Try and make it uncomfortable for the CTs. Gets the spawn. That is dealt with by Draken. The 5-frag comes in. It's actually a B play coming in. It's just going to be down to is now. What can he do here? Guy's taken down by the Tech 9. A real opportunity now for Penta to bounce back in.
Massive opportunity as Zen finally does get back into tossing, but it's still a 3 versus 3 situation with a bomb now down on B. It's so hard to retake B, and you're going to need every man you have. David P, he's going to take one more away as he catches Zen in the lower tunnels. He now can sit secure and bait out that bomb timer, taps in through the smoke, and Draken falls to Mike S. Great response from Penta.
Yeah, really, really nice stuff there. It all came from that play from Crystal. Smoking off, showing so much aggro towards the A-bomb site. Goes down to CT spawn, and by the time the CTs have a chance to react, the rest of his teammate up and towards B. It was just Rez there with the Famous. Had to find at least one kill there. Got shut down by the Tech 9, and Penta bouncing back. Looking like CG aren't done with this just yet, though. They'll be force buying straight back into this as well. A scout on Draken, and Zen unlocking with the Deagle. MP9 has been purchased on Rezex as well, and the first pick coming into Draken as well. We've talked about him getting that first pick. He does it once again, taking down David P, and now the T's need to find something to work with here. The CT's now falling back from long, knowing they don't really need to commit to this situation, considering they have the man advantage. There's someone going to be mocking, caught behind the car area. The rifle's a player as well. He could burn alive here. The flame's not quite hitting him though, but Draken goes down. He's the scout player. Rezex recovers it.
Crystal trying to spot just through the edge of that smoke toward the car. He does know Moken is here.
He got back up in his ego. It's actually quite smart.
Look at the push, though.
Yeah.
This is interesting because Crystal will find that kill, but they're going to pass each other, and Zen could be in a great position to potentially even go for a knife should he want to. He thinks about it instead. Take what you can get, thank God!
Jeez.
The Deagle eventually answers his call, and now he's got a FAMAS to add to the arsenal of weaponry that his team does have. Rez is one such player with that arsenal. That nade does so much damage. Mike just closes him out with the AK. Didn't even do much damage with the scout. He had to hit at least one of those shots. As Rezex now with the MP9 tries to fire back in through the smoke, but it's not going to do much. Zen, meanwhile, does do quite a bit. Mike not caught looking the right direction. Nearly goes down for tunnels. He's going to push through, try and drop inside the site. And unfortunately, he's unsuccessful, but it's still 2 very healthy players against this MP9. So unfortunately, it looks like another round, at least from Rezex. Desperate to try and make something happen. Another round of Penta as Tabson closes it out. The Germans take back the lead.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have a feeling we're going to be back and forth on this map as opposed to the other 2 that we saw.
Well, Penta should have this round tied up. There's no real reason for CG to purchase anything into this. It's pretty much a foregone conclusion as to which way it's going. Penta now full control. Here's the first pick on this 3rd round from Draken. Didn't really work out for them in the end. Now with decent B spawn, yeah, I feel like Penta will just be taking this. And there's the first pick. Was that through mid? Yeah, it's actually through the mid doors, mate. Crystal just shot 1 bullet for the mid doors and found a kill.
That's impressive stuff. I mean,
it's lucky, but it's impressive, sure. Like, it's not really a skill-based thing. It's just like, oh, I pressed the button.
It's just the right time. Right? It's literally luck and good placement.
Yeah,
which is also luck.
I'm sure we can if we can get a replay of that production. If you're able to do that, I'd like to see it. How it went down. See how skillful it was.
Either way, Penta's in a great position to take round number 3 away from the cringe gods.
Yeah, absolutely.
That left on pistols.
That was a round that was tied up anyway. That just sealed the deal. Just Mocken remaining now. Has the 2,000 yen. Not really going to do much with that. Well, okay, maybe he is.
Eat your words, MG.
Every time. Every time. So
guns to be drawn. Do we get the replay? Do we get the replay?
I can feel them working at it. I don't think it's coming.
It's alright, don't worry about it.
It's okay.
We don't need it. We're too good for that.
No orbs. Just 1 kit and some smokes to hold off the onslaught of Penta. They are firing on all cylinders now. Crystal's probably going to be feeling in the zone a little bit after that pick last round.
I should hope so.
And it looks like well, I was going to say a B rush actually opted out. 4 players committed to the B tunnels though. At this point, it can be difficult to call anything else once you lost complete map control. They are going to be going towards B. Look, and they're setting up some smokes here. I'd assume smoke is one of the platform and the bomb site. Flashbang's going in. It's going to be up to Rez. Can he make something happen here?
Interesting position to play, but those barrels will absorb a good amount of bullet damage until he walks beyond them. The Molotov lands 2, in fact. They've covered off the entire platform. He only manages 1 kill. And Draken has to rotate quickly, does at least catch David P. and fade back through into obscurity. It gives up the site, but it gives them the man advantage on the retake when that eventually will happen, and it will. Mike S plants the bomb down in the default position. Rezex They go for the boost. That's the question now, because they can see above that smoke towards Hampson's position. Instead, they pour through the window. It's the right call. No one's watching it, and therefore 2 players get through. Tabson's got one, making it double, but Moken's there to trade it in the end, and suddenly it's all down to Crystal. But it's not done just yet, because they're on very low HP, and although they're holding the defuse, Zen's going to have to come up absolutely huge because, well, never mind.
Oh,
Crystal's 1 second late on Moken.
That's a massive round for CG. That would have been...
thinking he was going to line them up almost, but instead they get the defuse.
Oh, it's disappointing for him. Had the right idea. Very difficult situation to work in when you've been smoked out, but gets a kill 1 second too late. Could have been glorious, but CG hang on. They managed to salvage an AWP as well. Draken going to be back on that, so a huge round for them. Could mean 2 of the losers won, so Penta answering straight back once again. Mike S on the AWP this time. Seems like they kind of mix it up, whoever's feeling it. Round to round. No consistency really. So it works out for them.
Rez going to hold from scaffold. 1 player inside the site as well, so it's a bit of an aggressive mid stance, as they initially did have 2 there. They've swapped things up, brought the AWP back over toward long in that car position, the default position as it's become more and more common. Rezex opens things up, tossing goes down, and that's on the entry to B. Xbox smoke for David. That'll allow him to try and jump back onto catwalk safely and not get spotted up by Rez as they toss the bomb over, and it looks like David's going to carry that toward catwalk. So we'll see how this plays out. They've also got the secondary man down below in CT. That's going to be Moken, who will be supporting Draken's position.
CT's now lying in wait. Have got that man advantage. Mike has very low HP as well. They're relying on him to make a pick happen here. See him edging his way up. They're going to try and check that goose position. Just checking out the barrels for now, seeing if any CTs walk into his crosshair while his teammates take over long. Big play now required from Zen. He gets 1. That's enough, though. They still have the man advantage, and he's done some damage to David as well. And there it is. Draken seals the deal, or at least he should have done. And David has to reply here, and unable to land the shot. Should be all she wrote for this round. He's going to try and do something with it, though. Does take down Draken. Position given away. This would be another blunder for the CTs. They get this one away, and there it is. The bomb goes down on the crossover.
Mike was desperately close to hitting one of those shots. But they'll get him in the end, and they should be able to pick up the AWP that Draken dropped. Please, thank you. As Rez instead actually grabs that of his opponent's Mike S's AWP.
There you go.
Perhaps they think it's more accurate.
Well, you said this would be a back and forth affair, Matt, and so far it has lived up to that. 3-3 now. No one really running away with it, but CG definitely set up for a couple of rounds in a row. You can see the partial buy coming in from Penta here. PT50's Tech 9s and armor, and a little bit of utility as well. 2 smokes to play with. I'd assume this is like a mid-split coming in, maybe. Smoke towards CT spawn. You see some a distraction going on towards long as well. Is setting up quite nicely. And I would assume it's to be split.
Moken, late smoke out toward that long position is going to completely conceal any possibility for vision at all. And Moken does see 1 going toward that long plat, but not advised. He takes that fight. What isn't advised either is losing to this situation that is a force buy from Penta, because they've got 2 kills over on the B site. Again, that's been conceded as Rezex is forced out of the window and another bomb goes down in default. It looks like Rezex this time is considering boosting a teammate, but Moken's got other plans. He's going to take the AK toward the window, and he's going to walk in. He's going to get at least 1, but traded by David P in the end. And Draken's still occupied toward mid. This is looking good for Penta to steal yet another round. Tabson with a well-timed peek gets that shot, and Draken, well, I'm sorry, he's too preoccupied to even consider Tabson coming around from the B site.
Toss in there. He's the linchpin, you know. He didn't get any kills that round, but he's the one doing all the work. He gets out towards long, forces the CTs back, smokes the vision away from them, gets towards platform as well. The key thing is they spot him getting to platform, and that causes a rotation. Just 1 man peeling away from B was enough. They go into B, find the first 2 frags, and the CTs are so discombobulated at that stage. I'm not really sure what to do to get back into the round. And the frags run away from them, and Penta find themselves winning the partial buy there. Didn't really invest too much into it. Went to round number 8. CT... That PT50, Draken's got a scout, but he's been legged already by Crystal. 20 HP, and now it's just a simple B play. First frag coming in from Rez, gets away with his life as well. Flashbang's good. He's going to be replying. This could get a little bit messy, you know. MVP there is there to lock it down. And as I say that, though, Draken gets the kill for the door.
There's a trend I'm seeing unfold already, which is worrying for CG, and that is their B site hold. They can't seem to get anything going to stop that site. And that is going to be yet another round. That's 4, I believe. 3 at the very least that the bomb's been planted in the B site.
Draken remaining now. Well, he was the only player to invest this round really for his team. The rest of the man is P250s. He went for the scout. Look at his money. That's okay since they are going to be on another eco next round regardless by the looks of things. We have got Rezex on 3,900. The rest of his team though dancing around at 1,500. With 1,900 coming into the accounts next round, there's not really much to talk about in terms of a buy. So Draken saving the scout means something at least. They could do something with that. But Penta now 2 in a row once again. Recovering with that force buy. 5 plays 3. Let's have a look at the scoreboard quickly, see who's stepping up for Penta. Tabson, David P and Mike S leading the charge. Crystal and Tarsin have had quieter games here. Mockin and Draken top pragging for the CTs. And this is a pretty... Oh no, they're force buying that.
Oh no, Henry.
Oh no.
Oh dear me.
CG, are you kidding me? Had a scout to play with, I guess. Draken was like the player I spoke about. He's the only one with any cash. Could afford an orb and pretty much nothing else. They need him to go huge here.
This is the problem. They've never... Yeah, okay, on cash. They came back from a deficit, but they've never really been faced with an economy that's rolling and doing so. This is a bit of a problem.
This could work, actually.
Draken's got it. Okay, all right. Draken lines up 2. I was about to say Draken's got to hit 1 here to make it even possible. He gets 2 instead. He gets traded immediately after, but Zen catching off Crystal with an aid now makes it a 4 versus 2. So I'll eat my words, Henry, if they do pull this off.
It looks like they might do. That double kill from Draken is exactly what they needed. A player that had to step up gets 2 for 1. And that's by now looking like it's actually going to do the business. And it's a 4-on-2. Mike S and David P remaining. Do have a minute remaining. And the bomb. You can see that. The CT player on the other side of the doors. It's going to be Zen. He should be able to get 1 out of this. It's a pretty much 1 and done position, but if he just gets 1, that's the round tied up. Just needs to get 1. And that's it. Let's see what he can do. Make it 2. Why not? Finish it in style. And Draken somehow making that round work for them. It was a difficult round. He needed to make it work. He was isolated towards mid by himself. And as I saw them line up, it actually looked very tempting. Like it was perfectly set up for him. Gets the double, of course.
Yeah, I mean,
dancing back.
That made everything possible. And that's a frustrating moment for Penta. That's going to be something that they'll... Hopefully they can put behind them quickly, but it can be one of those things that can be rage-inducing.
Flashed him out as well. And came back for the reface. I think they're expecting it. So they're going to be forcing themselves. Tarsin just with the Tech 9 here. They haven't got the AWP on Crystal though.
A little bit early on that nade. Could have done massive damage. Either way, Tossing goes down. Zen catching that frag again. So twice now he's won his obligation at long, his responsibility. But Rez this time gets a kill and isn't immediately traded. This is the first time that's happened, and look at the consequence. He's able to hold the B site. They don't even get anywhere close, and we're at 5-5 already. Not only that, there's no money left for Penta.
Well, that's the thing.
They spent it all in a club somewhere in Bucharest.
We've all been there, Matt. We've all been there. 5-5. Penta now, as you said, struggling for cash a little bit. We can see David P's actually opted for the sawn-off shotgun. A very unorthodox weapon. We only really see that on Cobble, to be honest. Let's see what he can do with it on Dusty. CT's now in a very strong position. They're building up some bankroll here. Getting the first leg shot. That's going to be onto the sawn-off shotgun user, David P. They're going to be pushing up towards short, but without any grenades, flashbangs or anything. I'm not really sure what the plan is, but maybe they've got a better idea than I have.
Potentially so. David P gone down to 19 HP. Moken. It's a great shot to start things off. Second headshot as well. He has been dinked up in return, but down to 26 HP. He's going to find all the kills required. Draken's going to come over and help him out as well. Another drop strategy attempted. Tossing gets caught out by Zen, and it's down to just Mike S. No sense hyping up the play. It's a 1-on-5. They are on round 11. And Zen's going to do it. He's going to take Mike's head clean off with that M4. CG keeping all 5 alive. They've definitely put the boot on the other foot now as their economy is the one that starts to swell. AKs to become back into the fold this round, though.
Yeah, it's 3 in a row, so Penta's lost bonus building up. And there's some really nice shots here from Moken just to seal the deal. It was a round that was pretty much guaranteed anyway, but at least he settled it in style. 6-5 now, CG take the lead. For the first time in a while, actually. And the double boost coming into short, they're mixing it up. I assume that's going to be Draken with them. It's actually not. He's going to be AWPing solo towards long. And boosted one player towards short. That's going to be Zen. I didn't mind those steps there. Penta not committing to anything as of yet. Just holding towards lower B and top of middle. Trying to work out where that AWP may be. Haven't got one themselves. It's actually a pretty weak buy considering they've only got 3 smokes remaining.
Draken trying to find that opening shot again toward the mid doors. Not successful this time. But hey, 1 bullet got 2. He's allowed to miss 1. We're back to even footing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Draken's going to get boosted. Actually, this is a different approach. We don't normally see a late boost from an op there. They would not have been expecting that at all. It's a bit unfortunate he didn't land the kill, but he still gets mad damage onto Tabson. But 22 HP, he falls back. The nade won't finish it off. In fact, it barely touched David, considering where it landed, so a bit interesting.
I would say this is the point you want to kind of fake the A-bomb sign as bail out towards mid. You're trying to show some heavy presence, Molotov the site. They haven't really got any power to overwhelm the Bob side there. They know the AWP is there as well. Just show some presence, try and keep some CTs there, then run out towards middle. I would assume that's what they're going to try and do now. You can see, yeah, Tabson, Molotov the bomb site on A. Run out towards mid. There we go. They know how to play CS.
Well, they seemingly do. As Zen going to try and utilize this late smoke position, but Crystal knows that. He's aware of it. Rezex gets aggressive. He forces the issue. Very unorthodox to see someone leave the B site when you're turtling up against a rush, and he gets a hat trick out of it. So Penta was not at all expecting that, and it's now Mike versus 4. That's a brilliant play.
Really nice stuff. Stepping up there when required. Rezex instrumental in this round. 3 kills for him. Not done quite yet, but the time's run out. Mike S, you need to stay alive, and he just about manages it. Oh, okay, gets 3 as well. Okay, why not?
Well, I get their intentions. They've got lots of money to work with. It's not the end of the world for CG, and if they kill him after the time,
10K.
it's 1050 left for Mike.
10k on 2 players after the rebuy. So yeah, they're absolutely fine. Double orbs coming in now as well, Moken and Draken. And here's the replay of Rezex from those boxes outside B as well, doing some fantastic work. No headshots required. As he mows them down. 7-5 now, and you can see Mike S does save the AK. Going to be helping out Penta here, but it's another round you are heavily favoring towards CG, as they have double AWPs, Moken and Draken, holding those weapons as we enter round number 13. This aggressive play from Zen. I actually like this a lot. He's hearing footsteps right now. Get the knife out. Oh, we can actually hear them. This is perfect.
This is very good. 1 down already.
That's enough, though.
Crystal dead. No one else going to follow up on that. Careful with the nade, Zen. You've got yourself in good position, and you could have thrown it all away. Quite literally, as you throw that grenade. The flash will get him anyway because he tries to pre-fire into it and hold the same angle, but David's already passed the bullets, and the Deagle will prevail. Look at the damage done on David. And the information again, though. This just is able to give them so much confidence. Draken! Okay! All right! Thank you very much, P2000. I'll just miss with the op, lose all my HP, and then just bam.
What have you got
now?
Well then, 4 on 3. Impressive stuff from Draken to recover from the initial blunder. As he's now looking towards short the AWP. Terrorists have full control of long. This is 4 on 3, but we'll do something with this. You see Mocken struggling a little bit. He's not the main AWP. Needs to hit one of these shots. There it is. Takes down Mike S. Doesn't manage to make it 2, but that's pretty much enough at this stage. The bomb will be planted. They really just want to get the money rolling here. No scope coming in potentially. Draken wants it. And he gets killed by his teammate, of course.
Oh, Rezek's taking down Drake, and that gives them a chance to go hunt for David P now together. Rez X as they try and push together. An emphatic and very emotional relationship. But Rez is going to get the kill. The X will get the defuse, and it was a successful date night between the two.
You're really trying to squeeze that one out, aren't you?
Listen, man, it's all about romance.
So we're going with the love story of Rez is playing on the same team
ex.
with his ex, who's called herself or himself Rez's ex.
Yeah.
Well,
I like it.
No, it's interesting. At least you're giving some
better
narrative.
than a Stephen King novel.
Yeah, true.
Look at this. This is ridiculous.
Bang!
Get wrecked.
And the Tarsin is gone.
And get wrecked as well. The team kill. Hey, at least great minds think alike, right? They both jump for the shot. Crystal's going to try and hold this angle at mid. Smoke, I thought they might push through that and go toward lower, but they think better of it. So Crystal doesn't fire into it, but also doesn't get peeked in turn. It'll leave us 5 aside. Rez is the only one to take damage as he goes down to 7.
Draken opening it up once again. Takes down Tabson. This guy seems to be back on full form. As I say, that gets a second kill as well. That's enough to win the round, but he is hungry for more. 3 terrorists remain, and Crystal has got the AWP. So they need to do something, and something quickly, to rectify this situation. I'm not really sure what the port of call will be here. You see him slowing right down now after losing those first 2 frags. And after dropping off towards the end of Cash, Draken has showed up a formidable style here.
Those are some old school stickers on that red line.
Yeah.
Old LGBs, but there we go. Shot from Draken again, showing off good form as he has all day. Takes down Tossin, who tries desperately to get inside of middle. Double Molotovs, one on the right, one on the left. Bomb drop. Draken has control of it. And it's enough for Rezex to come over and close the round out. 9-5 now. Remember, this was 5-1 at a point, so a very good comeback from CG on this half.
Absolutely. Last round coming in, number 15. Lost bonus should be in full effect here. Yeah, 6 in a row. Full Penta, so $3,400 coming in, and that's the first pick from Draken. I'm not sure how he got that second one. I have no idea. I don't think he can believe it. But he did it. And there's the third as well. Actually, he got 4 that round. That's pretty nutty. There we go. 9-5. Thompson trying to make his way towards long, but there he is, the man of the moment. Picks up another frag. This is aggressive stuff from Zen. Should be able to get the kill here. I'd just say get out right. He's done the damage, but a little bit of nothing, I guess, there through the smoke. All of a sudden, though, Mike coming to life, and time to have a look into this round.
9-6 would be a decent scoreline for them to work with as well. That looks to be where we're heading, because they've at least got this down to a 4 versus 2. Moken and Rez, though, they brought it back to a 2 versus 2. Bomb still up. David P. He's got a hold of it. And right now it's out toward the top of middle. The decision is in the hands of the terrorists on which way they like to go.
Crystal and David separated, though. This could be problematic. It gives them the option to pinch the bomb site, and Draken not in the best position, but what does it matter? When you're hitting shots like that, Crystal goes down, and he actually legs David P as well. This guy is on absolute fire right now. That goes with the same as he drops an incendiary into the last remaining terrorist, and there it is. Rez seals the deal. Another massive round for Draken. And just when it looked like Penta were getting back into it,
that's insane.
They get slammed down. 4 on 2. Dropping down. Rez, huge from the B window there, picking up 3 frags. And Draken just keeps on rolling. I wonder how many frags he's got right now. 17 after the first half. Definitely top fragging on the server. Very impactful frags as well. So decent half there for CG. Winning the pistol. Set them up fantastically here.
Yeah, this is really good stuff. I mean, we talked about CG's ability to rebound from that last map. It goes into a late overtime win. They have control of it. I mean, we've all kind of agreed of us, the casters, the analysts, it was kind of a throw in some ways from CG. They should have wrapped that up. And you would think, being an experienced team, that's the tilt. That's it. No chance. Penta's growing into this. But a very good half. And again, they come back from 5-1. Similar to how they started off Cash. They were down 7-2 at a point. So impressive stuff, but they've got to hold it together, T-side. And remember, Penta's pistols have been very solid throughout the day. That is one strength that we have to give them consistently, despite all of the other issues that they have had. Analyzing the buy, we've got 4 sets of armor right now on the T-side, plus a utility player. That's Rezex going against 4 sets of armor and a kit in Crystal. So similar buy and setup on either team, but the aggressive boost toward mid, Henry, you love this for the sake of information.
Well, this is it. And the fact they've got it undetected as well. The problem is, it's a very fast, long take coming in from CG. That's the problem when you boosted towards short, because now you don't really have any intel as to what's going on. You can see Tabson coming in the long doors, but he's got someone to deal with here. I'm not sure he's going to be fully aware of the situation. This frag's going to be huge, and there it is. Rezex locks it down. Bomb is planted as well. CTs are coming in through the spawn area. These frags are going to be huge. Can they do anything to hold it off? And there it is. Zen and Draken. Draken heads. Tarsin's the last remaining player. Hasn't got a look in this round. And Draken, once again, another 3-man for him. Thank you and good night.
I mean, this is the start. So now they get up to potentially that 13 rounds right away. This puts them in the same position that they needed to learn from Cash. So if they can settle their nerves down this time, they should be in a good position. Remember, they got ecoed in the first half, so avoid that first and foremost. But good chance right now. Penta, they're getting aggressive considering. They've gone for the scout on Mike S. And we'll see if he faces Drake, and it looks like he will. First jump was trying to let him bait out that shot. So far, neither have connected. I don't think Mike's going to reface. Oh! Okay, Draken, that's amazing. I didn't think Mike was going to reface, knowing the situation he does, and that's stupid and ill-advised because Draken now has 2. Again, impact. This guy has it written all over him. I'm pretty sure he might poop it occasionally. He's got so much of it. But Rezek's going to try and take over the tunnels right now. Bomb's already down in that position. They need to be careful because there is a push coming from David, so smartly they bring Mawkin back over, and this round's gone. Tossin left alive in a 1v5.
Go, the man of the moment is stepping up once again. 2 huge scout kills, 1 through the door, 1 cleanly into the cranium of Mike S there. And it's going to be a full eco. 13 plays 5. I'm pretty sure is the scoreline coming in here. Penta Need to grovel their way back into this one. Looking pretty dire right now. Crystal did save his cash. We'll be able to get the AWP out next round, so got that working for them, but you'd assume with the money he's building up, Draken Maid is just forcing next time as well. Shots coming in, and they're just trying to bait out anything they can, and it's a full mid-stack here, 4 players towards that area. And the problem is, CG have just opted to go straight out towards long. CTs are rotating pretty quickly though. They're going to be boosting onto the site now as well, I reckon. I'm not really sure what the plan is. They do headshot one player, but there should be all the frags coming in favour of the T's now. Not really much Penta can do to even get into this. They haven't got the weaponry to even challenge these kind of angles.
My guess now going to try and take over the tunnel positions and give Penta the edge. Sneak in undetected, trigger discipline, let Zen go by, but unfortunately get arrived on the fact that Draken shows up and then it all falls apart. The effort was there, the intention was correct. David P's now the last alive as Rez takes down Crystal. And it's going to go to 13-5. This is it, CG. This is where you slow things down. This is where you control the game and don't fall apart like you did on Cash. They've got a better lead here too, so.
In terms of the money situation as well, they are full control. You can see not a single kit purchased for the CTs if a bomb was to go down. And 5th gear at this stage. Crystal, AWP has been brought out. Draken, surprisingly keeping the scout here. Obviously he's had a fantastic run with it, but he knows what's coming. Setting himself up for future rounds, I guess. Going to round number 19 now. CG can pretty much seal the deal of the game if they win this one. Huge round for Penta coming in. Let's see where Crystal decides to go this round. He's going to be boosted on short. Look at that first pick, but he's not the one to get it. It's actually going to be Zen. And now Crystal making himself work half of this. Flashes himself. Lucky to get away with his life there, I'd say. David P stepping up and taking out Mockin to bring it into the 4-on-4. He's haven't committed to anything just yet. You can see the CT's kind of rotating, trying to set up base towards the longhouse there. Still trying to make something happen here. Bomb still down towards T-spawn.
Zen's going to try and take over this catwalk position as well. So 13-5, guns up. Guns drawn, guns blazing for Penta, but it's going to be a must-win situation as the rounds continue to mass against them. Draken again firing down toward middle, this time with the M4. Spots a player jumping back over toward B. Now, is that confidence enough that they've created space on the A site and know that it'll be a slower rotation? They are sending 2 toward the stairwell right now. It's Draken and Rez that want to try and open up that A position. The bomb sits back in the hands of Zen to await to see their fate. If it's going to be successful, he'll go as well. If not, it's back to B. They go for the drop strategy. Crystal sees them both going down, so he holds the angle. First down already, but the second one's close enough to immediately get the trade. Watch the player at long. He's the one that's got to come up big, and Tabson lands the first shot at least on Draken. So this now puts pressure onto ResX, but he's going to cut off the rotations. Mike S gone. It's going to be another David P as well. And suddenly CG staring at the 14th round. Tabson with 30 HP has it all to do and no kit to do it as Zen just sits back on top of the boxes on the platform.
2-on-1s have been a huge problem for CG, but not today. Zen locks it down. Nice clean headshot there. And that's the economy for Penta in tatters. And they're looking down the barrel of another series pointer for CG. This time, the bet of rounds and the advantage is so huge, it would be an absolute catastrophe for them to throw this one. After a questionable last few rounds on Cash, they've set themselves up for. Surely, this is the end of Penta's run here in the minor finals.
I don't know if we can call it a run, to be honest.
The end of something.
A run back to Germany, maybe.
And the Netherlands. Well, anyway, boost coming in towards middle here. I say, when you've got no other options, just do anything you can. And somehow, Tabson and Tarsin picking up 2 frags there. It's Zen trying to spam through the smoke. 4 plays 3 now. They've made something of this at least. Chance boost working out to some extent, as they have got the man advantage here once again. So far behind in terms of the Arsenal. Famus's max 705-7 to hold off European side.
Well, ResX now has been at least limited by the utility. CTs, Tabson big kill. Zen tries to open things up using middle instead to give space to ResX, but getting shut down that early in that approach and also still having the utilities to close off on ResX means that CG might just have to bide their time. Sit back, be patient, and let this game come to them. There's no sense trying to force out these rounds too early. 8 HP as he gets dinked up on the jump. But Rez, he shows up undetected from long the whole time that's happening, and it's a little bit of tunnel vision from Penta. Finally, they'll take down Rezix as the shotgun can easily hit that jump shot, but Rez is going to try and cross over. There is a smoke to allow it. Crystal spotted it. Bombs down on the platform, but watch the flanks coming in from long, as that any second is going to arrive. Make it 3, 2, never mind. Okay, it is David Peep. Do mind. Henry G.
Well, it looks like Penta, with the Hail Mary play, the boost towards mid doors, it works out somehow with Famises and Max 7s. Of course, in true CG style, unable to really just finish this one off. They will have money to buy into this one. This will be their last buy before Nico, though. As the scoreline is 14-6, round number 21. Penta do recover some rifles, so getting himself back in decent state in that department at least. Draken rattling shots off, does hear Micus through the door. And that sound you can hear is Sedekist just getting rid of...
It's because I'm allergic to your bullshit, Henry.
Good response, I'll give you that.
Rezek's going to hold from top mid right now. And again, CG's got money, so they can sit back, relax, enjoy the show. They've got a number of rounds to work with.
Yes, it's not got to the crazy situation of this one cash just yet. Definitely still firmly in the driving seat here. Round number 21. Marquez has been legged as he crossed. He's actually been the player hiding in the cubby hole towards B tunnels. Once again, CT just trying to work out whether he stacks around towards short. Any presence there, not going to find anything just yet. No orbs to the CTs yet, so Draken has been so good at getting his opening frags. Could continue to show his hand on the map, and this pick is going to rise Draken facing that. That's a crazy angle to go face, but he makes it work. He gets taken down in the end by David P. It's a 4-on-4. The T's now have full control of the A bomb site. It was more like a bait and switch here, as now they're showing their way onto the sides. A drop down, and there it is. Zen takes a kill onto Tabson. This could be it. And a reset will happen for Penta if they are to lose this round.
Dawson needs to come up big. There's the first kill. He's got the awareness. He takes down Zen as well. Looking back, he can't switch to the pistol in time. Moken's there. As we see the bomb go down, planted safely, not for long, not for Cat, just get it in position. We'll play it from there, deal with the problems as they arise. Speaking of arise, the jump up, the elevation play, but Rezix is going to find David P, and it's on to Crystal. He overcommits. Crystal's got one. You've been talking about this guy needing to show up. Well, right now is a perfect example of when, and he's going to do it. Moken goes down, and it will be Penta getting number 7, cutting the lead in half, but...
Matt, please explain to me. Why is he facing from shore? He gets the kill, he secures it.
Overzealous.
What the hell is that? Like, you're 15 HP, it's a 2-on-1. He has to defuse a bomb still, and you stand out in the open with an AWP. Like, you're blowing my mind right now. Win the round.
I want to go back, by the way, that entrance onto B.
Good lord.
Draken might have the best awareness because he knows the only gap in that smoke is on the left, so he just comes in and peeks it. Why not? No one else is going to fire through.
Rezix, that's the man.
Yeah, that was a bit peculiar.
Anyway, yes, Draken, he looked like that was a crazy situation for him to go face, but somehow he hits a shot. But I'm really disappointed with Rezix there. That's a done deal. That round should, like, never be happening. He gets the first kill, like I said, overzealous, too excited, and throws the round away and leaves his teammate in a very difficult situation there. Kind of shocking. But the thing is, right, had he just played a defensive angle on short and was watching those bomb side boxes while his teammate hid behind them, that's the unlosable situation there. He has to come all the way around to kill his teammate, and that time he just kills Crystal as he goes to face, but they decide to go for the full idiot mode. Anyway, slowly but surely, Penta clawing their way back into this. It's going to be a long take coming in. Tarsin does get flashed off, but he's got Crystal to back him up. Takes down Rez. They're going to come in now. Should be a very simple cleanup here. These 2 players are to make it 3. Very low HP indeed.
Yep, that's just a matter of mopping the floor at this point. Apparently the janitor's not paid enough, so he goes on strike. Taps him down in the end to that Deagle. But it is just a matter of time. It's going to be 14-8 CG again. There's no pressure applied. There's no reason to get worried until they hit maybe 12 rounds. That's 5 away from where they are. It's going to be 4 away. By the time this one's done, point is, settle it. They've got all the time to work with this.
Well, not really much to report. It's a time of Rezix running on the clock for no real reason. Trying to find a frag here. 22. And Penta clawing their way back into this. It's just more of the same. It's really frustrating to watch CG try and close these rounds out. Situations that are done deals. It seems like they just don't know how to handle the pressure. I think they need to scoots behind them with the old don't face stick.
Yeah, just give me the old wooden spoon. The strap. But there it is. That'll close the round, David P. And here we go. Guns back up. CG. It's going to take one swift round to get 15. And potentially, if it's right now, break the economy of PENTA. Which is a bigger feat in its own because it would give them that chance to just wrap this up, get it over and done with.
There we go, round number 23. PENTA with a Famous. They have got the AWP on Mike. Definitely staying true to their style, and he's actually going to open up the frag. He takes down Moken as well. 5 on 4 in favour of PENTA. And he gets a double as well, taking down Rez. This is the moment where we'll start seeing CG start to crack. And getting picked up all over the place. This one doesn't appear to be over yet. Zen staying in this lurk role, should be shut down here. There it is.
Tabson, though, gets the first pick.
5 on 2 now.
Just save the ops.
Well, it's going to be difficult. 1 minute 20 remaining. I don't think they'll be allowed.
Just save the ops.
Yeah? Okay.
Just save. Uh-oh. Don't save the ops. Kill Crystal.
This is going to be a long 4-tower battle this round. We'll be seeing.
Problem is right now that if they don't kill anyone, then they do potentially still give PENTA the chance to move back in. We know momentum in PENTA is a dangerous thing after the last map. We also know CG does feel pressure in these situations. That was evident on Cash, so...
Been evident here as well. Great. Clumsy errors.
Kraken, who's been successful in many attempts at those shots in the past, can't quite land that one on the back of the B site. Fakes that he's leaving. He's hoping that David will overcommit and try and get this op down, so he'll just go back and hold that angle instead. And not to be. Mike's going to just sit and actually get the better of him. So Rezex has a chance to save the only gun. But in doing so, he does concede yet another round to PENTA. It'll be 14-9. 5 rounds to split these two teams. And they are pursuing him rather quickly as he gets at least one on Tossin. But he's still got 11 seconds to survive, and Tabson puts him down. I almost would have liked to see them sit back and kill him after the time there.
This is where it gets to the scary point for CG. What were they, 14-5 at one point?
Yep.
And now it's going to be double figures for PENTA.
14-5 or 13-5?
I think it was 14-5.
Yeah, it was. You're right.
And now they get to double figures. That's a milestone in itself. You think, well, we've got this far. There's no reason why we can't keep going. This round should be a given.
I wouldn't mind a timeout really early as well from CG. Next gun round even. Just call it now. Settle it down. Take a deep breath. Just that simple...
Yeah.
How you doing today, buddy? How are you?
That's the thing, though. You don't even
timeout.
have to kind of come up with any crazy tactics. You just calm down. Everyone just stops arguing, thinks about their situations. Guys, just make sure we're talking. Coach, just make sure they're focused. This is the point. This is the last time when Cash or Draken actually dropped off. At this, when it comes down to the crunch time, that's when he stopped arriving and just wrecking heads here. Here we go, number 24. They've got fully up towards Catwalk here, but nothing to play with. Just one flashbang. Just going to storm the bomb site and hope they get a little bit lucky in terms of the timing here. Not too sure.
Unfortunately, not so much. They do eventually trade on Tabs, but not before he could get 2 kills. Rez and Rezex both down already. And David P, though, is going to take down Draken next before that bomb gets planted. Tossin's on 3 HP. If they manage to pick up that second kill, there was a chance to make this doable. Either way, a bomb plant plus max lost round bonus in the next one is potential, but how has Zen done that? How has Zen done that? He's just taken 2 with the Tech 9, picks up the M4, and suddenly it's down to a 1-on-1. Moken just needs to stay alive. We've seen Crystal effective in these positions before, but if he can find a way to get down over the elevator, there's a real chance. It's pistol versus pistol. It's Deagle. Oh! Crystal just barely as he goes back to the M4.
He had 3 bullets left in his M4, and he hits that shot. Can you believe it?
Well, those get frustrating for CG, but again, settle down. You didn't have guns in that round, and Zen made the impossible seemingly possible.
Absolutely, like that was crazy from him, but just how Crystal, with nothing to play with, Zen drops down, the play.
And look at this, immediately grabs the gun. Bang.
It was sick, right? But this, how did Crystal get away with this? It was absolutely nuts. Just a test of who's going to crack first. That's actually a really nice play, jumping down and spawn. Crystal shouldn't be able to hit that shot, but somehow he pulls it off. Keeps him in it. That's the second clutch he's won in a row. And that's going to revitalize them.
What? He actually hit that with the flash going over and everything. So Mike thought he was going to go full Smith's French Rambo and still didn't pull that off. This is a good push, though, from Crystal. Compensates for it, and now they have mid-control.
Yeah, he's coming to life here. Really has been impressing me the last few rounds. Gets a double once again. Brings the man advantage in favor of PENTA. CG, unable to handle this.
He alone could be the reason they win this game.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, he's clutched out now multiple situations on that A site. Finally, they have to commit the entire team to going back and getting him. Rezek's picking up that second one and tossing, though, changes things. I was about to say that gives so much information and time to Penta, but that second kill coming in immediately after now means they can start to open up and exploit this defense, who's still, by the way, playing aggressive at A-long.
Let's see what they can do here. 3 on 2. It's going to be David P pushing up towards the top and middle. Hasn't got his teammate to work with. He's going to be down towards long. I say to this Tabson. Can he hold on? If he can find one frag here, it's enough to work with, but heavily favour CG here. They need to check this corner. And looks like they're panicking a little bit here. Oh, they luck. There it is. Tabson now 3 on 1. Trigger discipline comes in.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He's got bombed down. They have to commit to this. 32 seconds. 1 on 2. Molotov as well. He's buying more and more time, and they've already executed those flashes. Moken's blinded up. He goes down to 52. Tabson, he might be able to line this up. 22. They have to commit through the long cave. They have to go for a trade play. And the smoke out manages to grab the bomb, but they have to go. They have to secure the kill. Who's going to be the sacrificial lamb? It doesn't matter. Moken hits it. We're on match and map point for CG.
Wow, that round had everything. That was crazy. Tabson at the end there looked like he played it perfectly. Went for the face. Had to find one kill there, I feel. He couldn't have let them run towards the pit and lock him down. Unlucky, perhaps, but there we go. CG finally take it onto map and series point here, and I guess tournament point for Penta. Who loses map, they are out. So look at the money here. This could be the real chance for CG to finally close this out. 3 pistols, an AWP, and a FAMAS. That's all they have. CG have been known to let these blunders happen in these crunch time moments. It's going to be Mike Hess this time on the AWP. Needs to find something here. Needs to dig deep.
I have to say Mike Hess has impressed, despite Penta's woes today. He's been fairly proficient.
Absolutely. Well then, 1:20 remaining. CG want to make sure that they make any errors at all. It's holding so far back. Just to be one player towards the mid doors. That's Zen. Listening out for any footsteps, trying to gain any intel he can. The CTs have no kits, 2 smokes, and 2 guns. Surely this is it now for CG. This is opportune to close out. Keep
an eye on David P. We see him in the X-ray. He's boosted up on top of that box inside B. I shouldn't say boosted. You can get up there yourself. But the point is, unorthodox angle, and he's playing close enough with the pistol. It might pay off. Good flash to go through and catch out Mike because he knows he can spray through that smoke. He's still on top of the box. He's still found the kill. David gets Moken. That boost works in B. And suddenly now, things do start to get interesting. You mentioned they've made mistakes in these situations. I dare say they make a mistake right now, and overtime is a very, very real possibility. Tossing gets Zen. It's now a 2 versus 4. Bomb gets planted, but Draken, he's going up inside the flames. He's going to get aggressive. They flash off. He doesn't land the shot, and he's down to 19 HP. Watch the flank coming through the tunnels because suddenly Penta's in the driving seat now in this round.
They've got this.
And they've got the CT smoke out to cover off their own team, hoping that that forces the player back down the tunnels, but Crystal lands 1. Second down behind the car. That's it. Reset the money. And suddenly Penta's given themselves a real chance to push this.
It's so hard to watch CG sometimes. Like, you're going up against 3 pistols and 1 AWP, and you're just getting absolutely wrecked. That's the second time that boost position in B has locked them down. Like, why would you go out towards B when you know you've got such a huge advantage there? Why would you go into the most difficult entrance to get out of to a bomb site? Just go at short control, throw some flashbangs onto the bomb site, try and pin to the A bomb site, get long control. They didn't get any presence on the map whatsoever. They stayed on what, T-spawn? T-spawn and mid-control, and then walked into B tunnels and just panicked and ran into B. Do something. You've got such a massive advantage. Take long control. Push up towards short. Do something. Don't just run into B.
So Draken goes for the AWP. They're relying on him at this point in time.
They're going to throw this again. I can feel it.
I mean, if they throw this now 2 maps in a row, it's going to be heartbreaking. We're going to see tears. I'm calling it right now. And Penta is going to get the luckiest escape of their life if that's the case.
I just feel bad for them.
That's inexperience.
Why is there no ports coming in?
100%.
After that, again, just the full-on panic. Just go B. I don't know what to do. Just go B.
The exact situation we saw in Cash. Been a long series. We're past the midnight mark here in Bucharest. We started just after 9 o'clock. David P. sitting inside that spawn point waiting for that smoke to come out. Remember, that's how this all unfolded last time. That's where the first couple kills came in from Mike X. Mike X. And David P this time's in a great position. That smoke will not cover all the way up to the top of the ramp toward B. And he should easily spot up the first player. He's going to use some trigger discipline. Gets 1. Tabson's with the other. These pistols not getting anything going against Penta at this point in time. We're going to see 15-12. And again, that buy of the AWP, an aggressive buy from Draken. They've managed, okay, 2 kills now. They start to drop guns, but it's not going to matter. They need rounds. They need 1 round at that. 1 single round to do something that no one would have expected this team to do.
Yeah, definitely still very impressive at this stage, but you just feel like it's slipping away from them round by round. Managed to get to 15. That was a huge milestone, and then threw it away once again. The pressure got to them. When they got to that 15, when they got to that series point, take the pause then, right? Like, really think about what you're doing. Get a real decent game plan there. Don't just sit at the T spawn and walk into B. Let's really consider how we're going to approach this map. What's the best protocol here? Work out, take the pause, work out how much money they probably have. The coach is there for that reason. And it's just a little bit disappointing now. In round number 28, Penta once again need 3 to stay alive. They did it on cash.
Keep an eye on this double up setup.
I dare say they're going to do it again.
Mike, nade out top mid, spots up, but goes down. Moken is able to win because he misses that first shot. Is this enough to secure something for CG? Apparently not, because Tossin's taken down Draken. And now Crystal's going to cover off Catwalk alone. They've got 3 on the A and 1 on the B. Is there a way somehow that they can read this fast enough to get back over onto B with a quick push? It could be enough for CG. But hold your breath. This is as tense as you like.
Absolutely. CT's now no smokes or incendiaries to hold off. Just going to come down to a raw aim battle here. CT known to panic in these situations. Need to decide what they're doing and be assertive with it. Trade kills, get in there together. Stop sacrificing people one by one. That's what they did with Draken. Marquez is down. That's some good news there. But Crystal finally coming to life in this series. Really has stepped up on Dust 2. Only sat 19 frags. This is it. Can Penta?
I actually wouldn't be opposed to a cat drop B strat, because then you can take down the guy in CT who's been a huge problem when they go for these plays. So Rez is going to go through again. There's still a gap on that smoke. Because without the jump script, I don't think you can land it on top of the box ever. Another smoke to follow up. That's even more, but great read. Rez knows exactly where the problem's been. He pre-fires it. Now David has to force the issue. Does exactly that. 2 quick kills. Moken drops bomb as well. They have to re-grab it. And now it's a 3 versus 2. Bomb is still in the possession, and as is the B side of CG. So there's a chance they can do this, but they absolutely, without fail, have to find the next pick. As Rezex is at least weary of the tunnels, but so far all 3 are coming from mid. And Zen aggressively going to hold for the box. He's got the next kill, but he's lost his teammate in the process. It's a 1-for-1 trade. He goes down. He can't land it. He can't land it on David P. And Penta, they're going to pick up 13 rounds now. And CG, once again, are going to be forced back onto pistols.
David P. out of nowhere. 4 kills for him. It just seems like when they're pushed up against the wall, someone just goes absolutely sick. It's getting too late now, Matt. It's getting to the point where this just feels like it's definitely going to overtime. A 14-5. This is how you throw them. As they're going to be on another force buy here. This is such a sick play from David. Fair play to CD. Not really much he can do when someone pulls out that kind of move. The only thing he could have done there is go back, kill the player towards middle. Great aim to retake the B-bomb site. And he just keeps Penta alive here. They just keep on chugging. Round by round, they do it. This one's another certainty, it seems. Crystal picks up the first frag. I thought he got the second one as well, but actually lands a leg shot onto Rez, and this seems like we're going to 15-14 pretty convincingly.
14-5 to 15-14. CG have more problems closing out games than Astralis, apparently.
To be fair to Astralis, they're going up against the likes of
all right,
Fnatic.
listen. It was supposed to be a double-edged sword there. 2 birds, 1 stone, all right?
Well,
Draken, meanwhile, has picked up at least an AK, but he can't get much going with it. Moken's got an M4. Bomb, though, is all the way over at B. If they could find that one pick together, you might have given them hope.
15-14, is this real life?
Please call
14-5.
I'm praying they just slow this down. Because I get the feeling they're going to force it. They're going to rush. They're going to get impatient the next round and give up an early first pick. I'm going to make that prediction right now. They lose the first pick next round.
Okay. Moken. Last man remaining. No bomb. No really to do anything. Just got a rifle. This will be given away as well. CT's with full control of the bomb. Moken's just going to run in to his certain doom, I would say. There it is. David P. going huge now. Just to reiterate, 14-5. We kind of jovially said, oh yeah, they could come back from this. It's not over yet. But they actually have. It's actually a real life situation. Potentially going in to overtime now for the second time.
I mean, 14-5 this time, even more than cash. And look, I give CG credit. They've come here and defied everything. They beat Hellraisers Online. They knocked out LDLC. But the inexperience is showing. And playing late into these as well, you've got to stay mentally strong in a long series like this. And so far, they haven't been living up to the task. Here we go. Rezex is already low on HP. Is this going to be the first pick? It's going to be a mid versus mid duel. David P's actually backed off. He's lost that aggression, but Tossin's going to play very far forward on this A long position. Nade does damage onto him. But CG, it's now or never. I can't see them taking this to overtime and actually pulling it off.
No, I think I'm with you on that one, but there we go. No frags being exchanged just yet. Time ticking away. Once again, CG, this very slow playstyle. It seems like they lose their mojo once it gets down to these crunch times. Draken seems to not be favouring the spawns or just going for audacious faces. He just sits back and kind of drops off a little bit. This time they're opting to go towards short.
The interesting thing is that they don't have the standard default right now on this A position for Catwalk. So Crystal's going to play it. He does have the AWP, but it's 2 at long, which puts a lot of pressure on Crystal. He doesn't have that same support system. And what they'll do is naturally, okay, and it's happening now, they're going to bring that rifle back over toward Carr. So Tossin's in actually a reasonable position now, because even if they drop, he's far enough away from it, he'll see it. And there you go, there is the drop. Tabson down already. First pick does go CG's way, but it's followed up. Tossin, Crystal, they set the crossfire. Nade comes out, but Tossin just has to hold long. He looks away from it. Rezex is on 2 HP, but if the timing favors him, he's going to get the kill regardless. And now it is a 3 versus 2. As the bomb approaches and gets planted, it's another kill for David, 2 versus 2. And low HP! Oh, it's got to be Rezex! 2 HP, Draken overcommits, but in the smoke, if Rezex can pull this off, it would be the most heroic play in the entire universe. He's got the shot lined up, but Mike S has it. We're going to overtime again. And Choke Gods is the official name of this team, because I am sorry, you've just given away a 10-round lead in map 3 of a series you should have had now 2 maps in a row.
It's a short plan. Why is Draken jumping up on the bomb sign facing spawn? What the hell are you doing? Oh my god. It's so hard to even watch those rounds being chucked away. That's it. Penta are winning now. That's done. You can't come back from 2 of those.
It's a shame, because I don't even think Penta deserves
Look
this.
at the look on their faces. They're done. You've thrown this, boys, I'm afraid.
You do have a timeout, my friends.
Look at them. Oh my god, I feel bad now. They look so upset.
Ah, I mean, I would too. This is 2 straight maps. This has happened.
They need to watch this. This just shows the inexperience at this level of CS. They can't handle the pressure when it comes down to it. And Draken trying to ready up now. They're trying to just get it straight in. But I'd let them simmer if I was Penta. I'd let them just think about that. You've thrown a 14-5 victory with so many clutches there. 2-on-1. There's about 4 2-on-1s they lost. They just to seal the deal and win the game. Oh god. Oh dear. Bad times. Didn't take a single time out, of course.
That baffles me, and maybe that's the inexperience of all right there, because you need to slow that down. They hit double digits, slow it down. They hit 12 rounds, slow it down. Shocking. And one of the rounds they lost was against the Pistols as well.
We're obviously being very harsh here. I know people are probably shouting out saying it's their first LAN and stuff, but this is what you need to.
If you're going to play at this level,
yeah, this is you need to watch this VOD back and listen to what I'm saying, because some of those mistakes were just horrendous. I appreciate it's their first LAN and they're learning, but still, this is just basic CS sometimes. And the coach there, what are you playing at? You need to be calling these timeouts, my friend. That's what you're there for. Calm these guys down, get their heads back in the game. When you could feel it slipping back, when they got to double figures, that's when you say, let's take a pause. Let's work out what they're doing. Let's change our approach. They went very slow. They started sitting back again. Instead of having that fast and dynamic playstyle, Draken is ripping everyone's head off with the orb and is going nuts. He goes into a shell. He just goes, clams up. And now then, you go into this one, just completely demoralised. I've been here before. You go into this side, you're angry, you're bickering, you've thrown away a massive lead. You do need to reset, but it's so difficult. It's much easier said than done. Let's see how we handle this one.
I mean, it was the Cinderella story, written twice, never published. As Draken's going to try and sit and hold long angle right now with the AWP, as this is already unfolding, and he's down to 52. Early Molotov damage now. That won't be significant. He's got an AWP, so only needs 1 shot. But Rezex walks right into a wide peeking Mike S. First pick goes CT side again, and Penta, you give them the lead. I guarantee you they're going to run with it at this point.
Yeah, they're in the zone now. These are the guys firing on all cylinders. When you have a comeback from 14-5, you don't care anymore. You're just going to be playing out of your mind. You know you're in the zone. You've rocked their confidence, and they don't have the experience to play in these overtimes. They've proven it before. And I dare say they're going to prove it again. 5-on-4 now. No real idea as to what they're doing, CG. Just holding back. Bombs down towards lower B there. Draken by himself. He's one of the players again dropped off towards the latter stages here. Has got 27 kills, but they were pretty early on. Here we go. First round of overtime. If you are joining us, this is the last map of this best of 3. Loser is going home. And somehow, miraculously, Penta have grovelled back into this twice. And somehow forces overtime once again on the 3rd and final map.
Tabson, the one that will hold on to this A position as the bomb now joins on catwalk as well. Nades out, flashes to add insult to injury. Draken gets the angle on reverse play from Tabson, but it's not before he gets a kill to start things off. And Crystal taking down Rez immediately after gives it now a 2-man advantage. Don't peek, Draken. You've got to plan it for short. This time, don't jump up on the boxes. And Moken, well, unfortunately, he catches a nade. Draken tries to get in a better position. Crystal's already there, and the first round does go to Penta very convincingly.
Absolutely. You can see them mixing their playstyle up a bit now. They're just getting aggressive. Marcus is going straight towards the B tunnels, is getting that first face. He's in the zone now. And now it seems like CG, just in terms of fragging now, they've lost all their confidence. I'd say at this point, let's just get a little bit looser there. It's a smoke off Xbox. Let's get up short fast. Let's throw some flashbangs in. Let's try and get some positional control instead of this very slow pace game. There's no real end game like objective, it seems. They're just kind of just hoping someone runs into their crosshair. Now Penta have caught on. They're going for the first pick, falling back and making CG work for it. Maybe just a mid-split. Just something simple. Let's just get together and try and work the frags. The slow game. We're not getting those picks anymore. They're not getting gifted to us. Now, once again, the CT's mixing it up. Double boost on towards short. It's going to be Tabson and Crystal. Crystal with the AWP, of course. Gets the first pick again. It's actually Mike S. And now, all they have to do is sit back and let CG squirm. They don't know how to handle these 5 and 4s.
Yeah, that's the problem. And these first picks going against them late, they're going to start to tilt on that as well. They know that's been their advantage. And here we go. Crystal up on top of the box. Has the angle toward long. Crystal, patience. Zen obviously looking for that flash to get him in a good position. Smoke off the cross. The nade goes a little bit too deep to do any damage on Zen. Crystal is going to actually try and pull this off for a fast drop. Instead, he leaves himself too open to Zen. Now there's a chance as they work toward the site. Bomb's going to have to be flung forward, thrown across, and that's... Nope, never mind. They're going to carry it. There's still enough smoke, so they take the play. Player at pit, very low. It's Rez, and Rez X gone, and that's the problem. Bomb is down. Tabson showing up at the exact right time. Rez dead as well, and it's Moken versus 4. 2 rounds down to Penta. Remember, 21 is the magic number.
Feels like now CG need these 3 rounds. They need to come alive. Finally, a pause coming in. Jeez, guys, it might be a little bit too late here. Should have been doing this in regulation, I would say.
Absolutely should have done this in regulation. No question about it.
But there we go. We're taking the pause now. At this point, I think there's been more arguing, if anything. When they had that massive round advantage, they still had 4 rounds in the bag. That's when you're calmly saying, okay, we need to finish this one off. We need one more. Let's just think about that's how we do this. And now it would be the kind of like, guys, we're losing the first pick every time. What do we do? Let's try something. Let's do a force this situation. Let's rush here. Maybe something this Hail Mary right now would be the protocol, but
you know, you got to think too. If a team like this wins this, they come out of this feeling really good about themselves, even if they lost in a normal fashion, right? Even if they said, all right, look, we had a good showing. Let's see what we can actually do as a team. You lose like this, you're going to be so frustrated that you're going to go home and
just be salty as hell.
Yeah, you're going to be salty. You're not going to want to play with each other. That's it. I'm done. Like,
you'll be looking back and seeing who threw it and who is to blame. But to be honest, a lot of people are to blame here. I'm not sure why their mentality changes so drastically when they get to the finish line. Just need to put one arm over it. And just can't find the energy to finish it off. Just need someone there behind them, like, who can just tell them what to do. Just calm down, take the pauses at the right time. Well, maybe this one wasn't meant to be. It's been a great run. But definitely need to wake up now. Let's see if the pause can be effective. It's Penta become ever closer now to somehow miraculously coming back here in the second overtime we've seen in this series. Shots being fired. Crystal actually taken down to 18 HP.
Watch that off angle. Tags up Zen as he tries to bait out that AWP. It's Mike S. Again, we're seeing the double op setup in play right now from Penta. As tries to damage out toward long. Zen again has had another good game. He's another guy that we've got to give credit to. Absolutely. As much as Draken as well, but
It's been great throughout it. Overpass, he was phenomenal.
Honestly, I give the if you had 0 frags all game and you could somehow clutch out an overtime round for CG, I give you MVP right now. Because Zen again is going to take down Mike S. Because they need someone to be a hero at this point.
Oh, here he is. Zen gets 2 frags. It is a 5-on-3. Taps and replies, takes him down. 2 players on very low HP. Crystal with the AWP. It's David P coming in for the AWP. Tries to take it down. Draken getting away now.
David's got them limited on that catwalk position, but there's so much map control beyond that where the bomb is planted. It's just a fight forward. One wave after the other as Rezex gets down, taps it. David P shows up with the double swaps to the pistol. Rezex is low enough, but thankfully hits the shot. Because Moken's gone down as well, and it's now Draken versus Crystal. Why are you facing it? You don't need to face it! And thankfully he hits the shot because it was op versus op. And if he went down there, it's icing on the cake, done and delivered.
That was scary as hell. David could have actually, I think Crystal legged him the moment he pulled his pistol out as well. That was a real possibility. Finally though, CG bring one back. 2 plays 1 now in the overtime. This is MR5, 16k. So first to 21. It's overtime. You can see Penta slightly have the edge so far. But this is the first half, so big round coming in. As all these rounds will be, to be fair. MyCast back in the WP. They really do mix it up. I'm trying to work out the science behind this. Who orbs, MyCast or Crystal? The Draken had such a good first half. Just nailed it for his team. What was it, 12-3 in the first half?
Yeah, I mean, 14-5 at a point in this game.
14-5.
That is the one you got to think to the most. And then when you get 15th round, you suddenly lose to a force buy, a quasi-buy. Push, well-timed. Nice. David P, again, is stepping up massively right now. And we've called him out a few times today for some misplays. Again, that shot on Cash was abysmal onto a target, not even looking at him. But now, in overtime, he's come up big. Another big play to start things off. It's the early pick for Penta. As on the 4th round of OT1, they try and extend it. Zen can't land the shot. Had the aim correct, but just not the reaction time to take down Mike S. And that's a 2-man advantage now as Rez. He's going to change his attention over to Catwalk, but it's really a matter of one after the other here. Just no execution. CG are relying on aim duels, and they just can't find them.
Yeah, absolutely right. 5-on-3 now. This is going to be edging their way up towards short, hoping they can make something happen here, but I'm not so sure they will. Smoke goes on the site. Just trying to take a vision away. That's actually going to help the CT out, I'd say, if anything. And there it is. Tapped in. First kill. This is over.
Good response from Rezex, but as you're saying, the HP is just so low. It'll be 1 and 2. Just as quick as that. Tossin holds on. And Penta's figured it out. They've slowed down. They're just not losing these aim duels. They've come alive again in this game. And CG, it's too little at the end. They just can't close it. As we are going to see the op come back out. It's going to be thrown over toward Draken, but they're desperate even here. Yeah. Double op set up as well on the T side. Rezex with the second one.
And when all else fails, let's just try the double orbs. Some T side does too. See what happens. All the top teams will run this setup, but it's when you're heavily in the lead. 3 orbs. Try to do some damage with the door, I guess. See what you can do. Don't land a single shot, though.
Only 1 fired.
Surely they're going to swap over to the AKs now. Surely.
I don't think they could afford them, I honestly.
Okay, so they've gone for 3 orbs, so that's just not a thing. Now they're getting out to a bomb site.
And Crystal's pushed forward, so it's going to be 19 rounds here for Penta. There's no way they can get through this. They have to execute so quickly. And we know that we haven't seen that much consistent opping. Moken hardly touched the op in the entirety of the day, so...
Yeah, this is just like, we've got 3 orbs now to take a bomb site and find 5 kills. It's just not a thing. If they get past it, all they have to do. Moken does find 1, but... Oh,
that's the man I just called out. Okay. Watch David. Close angle! Very nearly happens for Moken. As David still prevails. Draken's going to go through mid. Now, this is the guy you would expect to be able to open up something, but watch again behind that. Smoke has been a nemesis for them. You'd think it's there. It's the B-split play, but it just hasn't worked out, and somehow he's evaded all the damage. But again, it's David P, who continues to lead the way in overtime. Another hat trick of frags for him. As it's going to be 18, soon to be 19, and 2 to go for Penta. In 2 maps where they were bettered for the majority of the game and just were gifted these victories in the end.
It's testament to CG's approach here towards the end of this. Just no real rhyme or reason to bring out 3 AWPs to set some damage at the start of the round. Not really sure what they were hoping to do. Find 2 kills, that's about it. Rezex should be using his doom right now. And there it is. It's going to be 4-1 in the first overtime here. I'm sure if we cut to the cameras, we'd be seeing a very difficult-looking CG. But Penta now 2 rounds, 1 round to draw, 2 rounds to win. And their CT side has been pretty impeccable in the later stages. Let's see what they can do on their T side.
Well, it's going to be desperate. I mean, this is hard to just swallow at this point in time.
12-3. It's a 14-5. It's a 4-1 deficit in overtime. Oh, God. It's so hard to watch. It's brutal, in a way.
This is one of those stories where CG, everything's going well, and you run out of gas at the end. And there's always something I allude to.
Don't run out of gas. I said the bloody wheels are falling off.
See, here's the thing. There's a story that people always reference in situations like this about doing whatever it takes. Jack Brabham once won a Formula 1 World Championship when his car did exactly that. Ran out of gas on the last lap. He got out and pushed it to get the 6th point. He finished 6th, got the last point he needed, and won the championship, and actually passed out after he crossed the finish line. Like, he put that much energy into it. The point is, do whatever it takes. Find a way to win rounds right now, because this is just painful, and I'm sorry. It was such a great story, and I mean, it still is. Let's not get me wrong, but you've got to dig deep. You've got to find it, and right now they're just going one-on-one. It's these constant aim duels.
It's heartbreaking because we genuinely want them to do it. Like, they should have done it now. They should have won. Like, it would have been great for everything. Like, the storyline of the event would have been fantastic, and it would have been really cool to see these underdogs coming in. Just to see them throw it like that's just why it's so disappointing. But here we go then. The first round, the second half. May I remind you, Penta need 21. 1 just to draw it. 2 to clear this one out. CG now on the CT side. Draken with the AWP. And the T's taking it very slowly indeed. Looking like they're setting up for more of a mid-take here. The bomb makes its way towards upper tunnels. This will be a mid-split. Luckily for CG, though, they have 3 players dedicated to that side of the map. Presence being shown by Tarsin towards... Is that Tarsin? Sorry, that's actually Tabsin. Once again, Molotov in the A site. Trying to keep the CTs there. And he gets legged as well. So he's just going to be trying to peel away anyone he can. Doing what they can to get rotations. And the B play should be coming in anytime soon. It's going to be Rez. He's had a difficult...
If they can hit the 17th round right now, I'll give them a chance. But
this is going to come down to the man. He's been underperforming the last few rounds. He's by himself and isolated. The smokes are coming in. Manages to get one. Tarsin goes down. The backup's coming in as well, but the backup goes down. Rez, you need to step up here. He's delivering the goods. Taking down David P. Can they stay alive? It actually gets 3. Fantastic stuff so far. Just Crystal remaining.
That's a problem. That's a huge problem. Crystal takes the only player remaining in B. Bomb now in their hands. And Draken tries to go for the shot. Can't land. It actually does. I take it back. Oh! Draken's going to clutch it out. There's your momentum. Now you build on this. And remember, Penta struggled T side. So they need to build right now, and it may not be done.
Finally, some signs of life there for CG. Draken coming back and winning a huge round there. 2-on-1. Hits the shot through the door. And what an important shot it was. There's the replay. Perfect timing right now. Needed to hit it. And the P250 somehow working out for him against a full HP Mike as well. You would expect Mike to capitalize those positions, but he's showing a little bit of nerves perhaps. 19 plays 17 now. We're not done just yet. David P comes in with the first pick onto Moken though. 5-on-4. Draken making his way towards lower B, trying to find the reaction shot here. There's the T's. Oh, this is actually difficult to watch. You can see one of the CTs pushing into long doors. Why has he committed that much? Why have you done that?
It's an overextension massively. Draken's gone as well, the hero of the last round. And Penta, they're going to put themselves on map point with only 2 more kills in this round. Rez and Rezex. Let that love bond show now, and Rez gets caught. Crystal still inside the spawn. Rezex 1-on-5.
It's happening.
They had to be perfect.
I'm not sure why Zen pushed long doors on it. Like, he didn't get a frag. Like, a teammate went down, sure, but you have no idea where everyone is. They're just holding up, spreading across the map. Standard setup. You could have to look at the left-hand side of the doors, T-spawn, the right-hand side. You've pushed through the doors. It's completely thrown his frag away there. After that big clutch from Draken. Looks like this might be an early bath now. There's Rezex, his leg down there, aware of his situation. He's behind Xbox in middle. It's been a matter of time before he's dropped. The Glock should do it. There it is. Penta, after such a long, grueling affair, take it to series point. That's insane.
Go home and sleep on this, Penta. If you win this, you have an obligation to play better than you did today moving on.
Yeah, this is an absolute gift from the gods that have done this. The cringe gods, perhaps.
Penta's going for it right off the hop here. 3 auto snipers bought. They'll drop those out. They did buy other guns. Now, this does create a bit of an issue because this is a big investment, and it's not done just yet. It's not like you're up against an eco in overtime. So there's the spam. They do manage one. That's the unfortunate thing for CG. If they'd gotten away from that, heard the gunshots coming in, and just don't reface it, turtle down, buckle up, hang on, they could have had a chance in this, but now it gets even more problematic, and it could be all over right now for CG. Yeah, the most unlikely story.
Well, at least this will go down as one of the most epic games, I guess, in terms of a comeback for Penta. I still can't believe what's going on, but it's not over just yet. 5-on-4, though. It's looking like it's pointing in one direction. Penta now slowing it down, seeing if the CTs are going to react. It was Zen who gave his frag away before in the 5-on-4 situation. This time he's not being so careless. CTs now, you can feel the pressure building. This is leading. Terrorists are throwing away their excess snipers, got 3 AKs. They make it 4 now. This pick for Zen could be big. He's on the other side of the doors. He just needs to time it correctly. Gets flashed off, and here comes a pick and Crystal to lock it down. That should be game now, or is it? As Moken does reply from the car, he's going to be Molotov'd out here.
He's trapped in, and a double Molotov. There's nowhere he can go, and Nade on top of it. He's so low, but he's actually got above the flames. The problem is there's no one there. Who's going to support him? Because the second they go to peek that, they're getting pushed from Catwalk. They can't line them up. It's down to Rez, and I'm sorry, Cringe Gods. As close as it was, as good as your efforts throughout the day, you've come up short 2 straight maps. And Penta, you're welcome. Merry Christmas. It's a gift, and you better show up tomorrow, or rather, I guess at this point it will be Sunday as they advance into the semifinal.
I don't even know what to say. This is so heartbreaking for the young lads.
Massively heartbreaking.
At CG, like, they've done so well to get to this